Lurleen! Oh. You scared me.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. What are you doing up so early?
I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Beau's face. What was left of it.
Lurleen, you gotta stop worrying like this. You're gonna make yourself sick.
Can't help it, Ruby. He's lying out there on that road somewhere. Someone's bound to come across him.
Maybe not. We looked for him. We couldn't find him. And even if they do find him, there's no way they can say we had anything to do with it.
The truth's gonna come out eventually.
Only if you blow it, Lurleen.
I've been thinking, Ruby. We've done a lot of terrible things. Maybe it's time we were found out.
You know, taking that mirror to Lurleen is a wonderful idea, Kate.
She's told me more than once how much she likes that old mirror.
I think Steve is really looking forward to seeing her again.
Well, he misses her. So do I.
No, you shouldn't worry about her so much. She seems to be doing just fine to me.
She looks worn. You know, I think that's Ruby's doing.
Ready, Steve? Sure am. Still gonna buy me that comic book?
Oh. I promised you I would, didn't I? Come on, let's get rolling.
All right.
Oh, good morning, Allison. What are you doing here so early?
Oh, I just wanted to get an early start.
Ah, you really are an ambitious young lady, aren't you?
Figure it's the best way to get ahead.
You just keep bringing in those oil leases, honey, and you'll have my job in no time.
Well, I don't think you're going to have to worry about that just yet.
Just yet? Are you trying to keep me on my toes? I like that.
Justin's even pleased.
You told him?
Yeah, of course.
What did he say?
Not much, but I could tell that he was proud of me.
Dear Justin, just a little something you might find useful when I run you out of Texas. Understand, Bora Bora is lovely. Rena.
Billy Joe!
Oh, sorry, and I woke her up. Sweetheart, look, why don't you go back to sleep, huh?
Honey, sleep. It's 20 after 8. You know what time it is?
It's 20 after 8, yeah.
I gotta get ready for work in 40 minutes.
No, you don't have to.
What do you mean I don't have to?
Well, I'm taking the day off, and you're going to take the day off, too.
No, honey, I gotta get to work. I got like 20,000.
No. Paige says you can do all that tomorrow.
No, but what are you talking about? What, you talking to Paige?
I sure did, and she said that you deserve the day off because you've done such a good job.
Really?
Really? That means the two of us, well, we got the whole day together, just you and me.
Wait a minute, where's the baby?
Don't worry, I took care of that, too.
Oh, you did you?
Mm-hmm. Babysitter's already come and pick him up.
Sounds like you took care of everything.
I sure tried.
So, do you have things planned for the rest of the day?
Well, I got a few things in mind.
I'll bet you do.
Yeah, we don't see each other that much anymore. I'm always dashing off to that crazy TV studio, or you're always running off to the boutique. Yeah, honey, I love you so much. I don't ever want us to become strangers again.
Oh, I don't think there's much chance of that happening.
What's the matter?
I smell something good.
Those are my muffins burning.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, Lurleen, I am so sorry I dragged you into this. I thought it was going to be okay, but it seems to just keep getting worse and worse.
It's not your fault, Ruby. I agreed to do it.
I twisted your arm.
Don't blame yourself, Ruby. I knew what I was getting into.
You were just trying to help a friend, Lurleen. A friend who doesn't even deserve your help.
You listen to me, Ruby, right? Now, don't you put yourself down like that. This is every bit as much my fault as it is yours, maybe more.
How do you figure that?
Well, I'm the one that hit Brett's friend over the head.
Lurleen, you didn't hurt him.
We don't know that for sure. I mean, how could I do a terrible thing like that? Brett's been real good to me. Look how I go treating her friend.
It's going to be all right.
What if he had a family? They're probably worried sick about him.
Miss Kate was right about me. She told you I wasn't going to be any good for you, and she was right.
Ruby, you're my friend. I had to stick by you.
Yeah, and look where it got you.
Ruby, we're going to get through this somehow. I promise you.
You know something, Lurleen?
What?
Everybody's always saying I'm so strong. But I'm not half as strong as you are.
I'm not strong, Ruby.
Yes, you are, honey.
I know I'm awful lucky to have you as a friend.
Make some coffee?
Hey.
Well, you are in a bad mood, aren't you?
I'm sorry, darling. No reason to take it out on you.
You're still upset about Allison giving those oil leases to Rena, aren't you?
Well, I'm not exactly happy about it.
Justin, I hate to say it, but I told you this would happen.
Please, no lectures.
Did you talk to Allison? Did you tell her you were upset?
Well, I was so surprised. I was practically speechless.
I know you were angry.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't say anything. I might have blown my top. I still can't believe that she pulled a stunt like that.
Well, sweetheart, she didn't know that she had done anything wrong. Well, now how was she, to know that the oil leases were that important?
Is this my wife I'm talking to?
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
Oh, I can't believe you're defending her.
Oh, Justin, don't make me out to be the Wicked Witch of the North. Of course I defend her when she needs defending.
Well, you think it's right for her to give those leases to Rena, then?
She just thought she was doing her job. Actually, she was, too well. We underestimated Allison.
Well, I think somebody should tell that young lady where her loyalties belong.
I have. And I will talk to her again, but Justin, Rena is behind this whole thing.
You may be right about that.
Where are you going?
I have an appointment outside the building.
Well, will you be back later?
After my appointment, I have just one more stop. Darling.
Justin wasn't mad at you for getting those leases for World Oil?
Why would he be mad at me? He wants me to succeed.
Just exactly what did he say, Allison?
He said that he thought you would be very pleased with the oil.
Well, he's right about that. I am pleased. I'm also very grateful. What's wrong?
I was just thinking about Justin. He seemed awful strange this morning.
What do you mean?
I don't know, he's quiet.
A lot of people are quiet in the morning.
No, not Justin. He's always making jokes.
And I hope I didn't do anything to upset him.
You like him a lot, don't you?
He's been good to us. I was real worried about Gregory for a while. He was so lonely. Then he and Justin started to get along, and now he's back to his old happy self.
I guess everybody has their good points.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing, honey. I was just thinking out loud.
Well, I'm going to get back to work.
Okay. Oh, Allison, do you think that Mrs. Oster might have some friends that have oil leases?
I could find out.
Rena Decker speaking.
I'd like to speak to Allison, please.
May I ask who's calling, please?
You know good and well who it is, Rena.
Oh, hello, Ashley.
Hello, let me speak to my sister.
Allison, it's your sister. Would you like to talk to her? She'll talk to you, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
I want you to come over here as soon as you get a chance.
Why?
Well, I want to talk to you.
Well, can it wait?
No, I cannot.
Well, okay, I'll be over as soon as I get a chance.
I hope you're in a better mood when I get there.
I doubt that I will be.
Okay, bye.
Problem?
Ashley, there's always some problem or another.
I know your working here isn't helping matters any.
Oh, well, it's nothing that I can't deal with.
Allison? If ever you want to talk to somebody, I'm here. I would like us to be friends. I mean that.
I'd like that, too.
So, what do you want to see Marshall about?
Well, I was kind of worried.
What are you worried about, baby?
Well, I think he's mad at me.
No, what makes you think that?
I don't know, he just seemed real quiet this morning.
He's not mad at you.
You sure?
Positive.
Is he mad at Allison?
No, he's not really mad. It's just a misunderstanding.
I hope they get things patched up soon.
Of course they will. And I don't want you to worry about it. Everything's going to be just fine.
I sure hope so. Finally got myself a family and a home. I don't want us fighting with each other.
Maybe you had a home and a family when Hildy was alive.
Yeah, I know. It was just, well, I love my mom a lot. But it was just that we're always traveling and moving around. And I never really felt like I had a family.
Well, let me tell you something. You've got one now, right here in Houston with us.
Nothing's gonna break it up?
Absolutely nothing.
Not even Mr. Hannibal?
Why do you ask about him, Gregory?
I don't know.
Come on. There must be a reason.
Oh, it's just you seemed so upset when I told you about him at Spindletop.
Never told you that you're a very perceptive
young man.
Right. Well, I wasn't very pleased. No.
Can I tell you something, Ashley?
You can tell me anything, baby.
I don't like him very much. I hope I never have to see him again.
Well, yeah, I do too. But I want to tell you something. Even if you do, there's something that you've got to understand.
What?
Absolutely nothing or nobody is ever going to break up this family. You got that?
Got it.
Feel like eggs and sausage?
Oh, I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know. We weren't expecting anybody, were we? Maybe they'll go away. Maybe it's the police. Can't be. Ruby, if we don't answer the door, I bet they're going to break it down. You okay? Who is it? Hey, Marshall! What's she doing here? Don't don't know. Hi, Miss Kate. Jenny.
I hope we didn't wake you, did we?
Oh, heck no, I've been up all night.
What's the matter? Are you sick?
Oh, no, I'm not sick. Lurleen watched a scary movie on TV last night. It gave her a bad nightmare. That's right. I had a nightmare. Lurleen, I think I better get going. Where are you going, Ruby? Oh, just to go check on Billy Joe. You know, business. Won't take too long. You're not going to be gone very long, are you? No. I'll be back in a flash. Okay. Nice to see you all again.
Nice to see you too, Ruby.
Did you come into town by way of Pikes Road?
No, as a matter of fact, we came through Marshall Village.
Oh. See you later, Lurleen. Bye, Ruby. Grandma bought me this really neat comic book in Marshall Village. Oh, that's great, Steve. Did you bring it with you? No, it's in the truck. I could go get it. Oh, no, that's okay. I'll look at it a little later. What are you folks doing in Houston?
We brought you something.
What? Oh, Grandma thought this would look nice in your room. Oh, that's the mirror that's been in the attic. I'm crazy about this mirror.
Remember you're saying something a couple or 10 times.
I love it. That was really sweet of you, Miss Kate.
Well, it wasn't doing anybody any good, just gathering dust in the attic.
I really appreciate it.
Are you sure you're all right, Lurleen?
Oh, yeah, Miss Kate, I'm fine.
You look tired.
Well, as Ruby said, I didn't get much sleep last night because of that scary book I was reading.
I thought you said it was a scary television program.
Oh, well, that's what I meant. Really, you don't need to worry about me. I just look tired because I don't have my face on yet.
Lurleen. Honey, we've always been honest with each other, haven't we?
Sure, Miss Kate, why?
Well, maybe it's none of my business, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Is Ruby causing you any trouble?
She's a good friend, Miss Kate. My best friend.
That's not what I asked.
Sometimes she gets us into some tight spots.
That's what I'm afraid of.
But she always gets us out again. Please don't worry about me, Miss Kate. Ruby's a good friend. And we made a pact that we're going to stick by each other.
Well, why don't we get this mirror hung?
Oh, yeah. It'll look real nice in my bedroom.
Steve, why don't you carry it in?
I'll get a hammer.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it took a little doing, but everything turned out exactly the way I planned.
Ooh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, well, the kitchen doesn't, but I think it'll be all right after I clean up.
Omelets.
Yeah, it's got all sorts of fantastic stuff inside.
Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful.
You really think so?
Oh, I love it. I love you.
Yeah, I just had to do something for you.
Thank you.
We're going to spend a lot of time together.
I want to.
And our careers are not going to get in the way of our marriage.
No, we won't let them. You know, did you have anything planned for the rest of the day?
Well, we can do anything you want.
Ooh, anything?
You got something in mind?
Yeah.
What?
Well, let me just show you. You like that?
Well, what do you think?
Let's try it again.
Justin?
Fooled you, didn't I?
You little monster. What are you doing here?
I came to see Marshall. What's your excuse?
Oh, Ashley called me at work and demanded that I come right over.
Well, at least you didn't have to come far.
It's so embarrassing to have her call me there. She treats me like a little kid.
Sometimes you do act like a little kid.
Where is she anyway?
I think she's in her office.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, sure. We had a nice little talk.
She sounded so uptight on the phone.
You must be imagining things.
Is that so? Tell me something, Gregory. Was I imagining things, or was Justin really weird this morning?
He was weird, all right. I thought he was mad at me. Now she says he isn't.
Well, did she say what the problem was?
Not really.
Gregory, you're hiding something.
No, I'm not.
Come on, out with it.
She said something about misunderstanding between you and Marshall.
What's that all about?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Ashley?
Oh, I am not looking forward to this.
I don't see why you two can't get along.
She's been on a rampage ever since you said you saw Mr. Hannibal over at the Spindletop. And I wonder why he's got her so shook up.
Don't mention him to her, Allison. I promised her that I would not tell anybody that I talked to him.
Well, don't worry, Squirt. I'm not going to do anything to get you into any trouble.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise. There's no point in avoiding this any longer.
Can I give you some advice?
Yeah.
You be nice to Ashley. She'll be nice to you.
Yeah, right.
I don't recall having an appointment with you today, Justin.
Hi, Raina, you've won another point.
I see you got my little gift. I think you'll find it very useful.
Oh, I might find it useful when I'm planning my next vacation. You're looking very confident.
I am very confident.
Let me tell you this, Raina. The travel book was unnecessary. The only place I'm planning to go is a hotel room in Dallas.
All right, Ashley. Just what was so important you had to drag me all the way over here?
I want to talk to you.
About what?
Justin. He's really burned up over all this Rena Decker and oil lease business.
Why?
You really don't understand, do you?
Understand what?
Oil leases, Allison. Oil leases are the lifeblood of any oil company. So how do you think Justin felt when his own sister-in-law dumps a whole handful of them with the competition?
You sure it's Justin who's mad? You didn't say anything about it to me.
Well, yeah, he was so mad he was afraid he was going to lose his temper. I'm telling you, I didn't have an easy time calming the man down.
You're telling me that you calmed him down for my sake?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you never stood up for me before. Why now?
You really believe that?
Yes, well, that's the way it seems.
Allison, that's not true. I love you very much. And I see you doing things. You don't even think them through. I do love you. That's why I'm afraid that you're going to get into trouble.
But what was I supposed to do? Send Mrs. Oster and her oil leases over to Marshall Oil?
Well, we are your family.
And World Oil is my employer. And the way Justin's always talking like everything's so fine at Marshall Oil, I didn't think you needed those leases.
You're not listening to a word I'm saying, are you?
Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am listening to you. You weren't kidding, were you?
About what?
You really did want me to be your little spy.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, but you would have liked that, wouldn't you? Well, I'm sorry. I won't do that.
Now, do you see what's happening here? Are you willing to jeopardize this whole family so you can do Rena Decker's bidding?
I'm not going to jeopardize anybody, Ashley. I'm not a monster. I have a good career at World Oil. Now, I'm not going to do anything over there to hurt you or Justin.
Right. I just don't like you working for Rena Decker.
It's not really Rena Decker you're so shook up about, is it?
Now what are you talking about?
I think you know.
You gotta admit, I do come up with some pretty good ideas every once in a while.
You come up with good ideas all the time.
Do I?
You came up with the idea of us getting married again, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess I did. You're not sorry, are you?
Do I look sorry?
No, you don't. Just forget it. Forget it. Forget it.
Billy Joe, you in there?
Oh, figured it'd be your sister.
She'll go away. She'll go away.
Oh, Billy Joe.
Ruby, how dare you come in here?
Hi, Nita. How you doing? Why didn't you guys answer the door? I've been banging on it for hours.
Did it ever occur to you, Ruby, maybe we didn't want to be disturbed?
Well, it's a good thing I woke you up. Nita's going to be late for work.
How did you get in here, huh?
I used my key.
What are you doing here, anyways?
Some way to greet me, Billy Joe.
Well, we didn't exactly want company right now.
I got to talk business with you.
That's just great.
Hello? Oh, hi, Miriam. What? Oh, darn, I forgot to put it on the sketch. Oh. No, it's too difficult to explain. I'm going to have to come down there and show it to you. No, that's all right. Yeah, I'll be there soon. Bye-bye. Hi,
Now, what's that all about?
I'm going to have to go talk to Miriam about the sketch.
Come on, Nita, it's supposed to be our day together.
Sorry, it's an emergency. Besides, your sister wants to talk to you.
Boy, Ruby, you sure got a lot to learn about timing.
It certainly is a lovely apartment, Lorraine.
Ruby picked it out. She's got great taste.
Well, she has expensive taste, that's for sure.
Here's the comic book Grandma got me. Oh, Steve. This is great.
Well, I guess we better get back. Chores are not going to do it themselves.
Well, what road are you taking back?
You know, we always take the Pike Road.
Well, I heard it got washed out in the last storm.
Well, there are a couple more bumps, but it's still safe.
Well, thanks again for bringing the mirror. It's going to look so nice in my bedroom.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, honey. Hi, Lorraine. I was about to knock.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you got guests. Hello, Miss.
they're just leaving.
Jenny, who's the handsome young man?
Oh, this is Steve, Jenny's son.
Oh, hi there, Steve. Well, we better get going.
Okay.
Bye-bye, dear honey.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You take care. Okay, Bye-bye.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
Oh, that's okay.
To spare an extra cup of coffee, I ran out.
Oh, sure. There's some on the stuff. You just sit down and make yourself at home. Oh, let me fix this mess. Here we go.
Oh, thank you. Is something the matter, Lorraine? You look kind of down.
Oh, well, maybe I am.
Bad day?
I haven't been the best so far. Maybe it'll get better.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We'll try again soon.
Look, I'll come home as soon as I can. Maybe we can pick up where we left off.
Now you're talking.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's great, Billy Joe. You made this?
Ruby, you know this is all your fault, don't you?
What are you talking about?
Why'd you have to go and interrupt us, huh? Neither of you were planning to spend the whole day together, just the two of us.
Oh, you can do that any old day.
No, we can't. Justin's got me running around like a chicken without a head doing commercials, and now Nita's busy with her designs. We hardly ever get a chance to see each other.
That's the price you gotta pay for fame and fortune.
Well, I'm not so sure I'm willing to pay that price. Now, I want you to talk to Justin. I want you to change that contract.
Billy Joe, it's not your work that's upsetting things.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, you're still here. It's your wife who ran off.
Don't start in on me, Ruby.
I'm not starting anything, honey. I just want you to see that it's Nita's career that's coming between the two of you.
Just stay out of it, all right?
I just don't want you to go blaming yourself.
I'm not blaming anybody. This is just something that me and Nita have to work out.
I still don't know why you went and married her again.
Can it, Ruby? I don't need any lectures from you right now.
I'm just trying to help.
Well, you can help by just staying out of it.
All right, fine. If that's the way you feel about it, fine.
Ruby, why'd you come over here?
Well, you know, with moving and everything, I feel like I've been neglecting you. I just want to see if there's anything you needed.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's a couple things.
Just name them.
First of all, I'd like the key back.
Billy Joe,
The key, Ruby.
All right.
And there's another thing you can do for me.
What?
Tell Justin to ease off. He's working me to death.
Billy Joe, you have a contract with Ace High. That means Justin Marshall. He can tell you what to do.
Talk to him, Ruby.
All right. I'll try.
What? Hold on just a minute there, Allison. Now, what are you talking about?
It's Mr. Hannibal that's got you spooked, isn't it?
How do you know about him?
Well, that doesn't really matter, does it? I know that he's in Houston, and I know that that bothers you for some reason.
You must promise me, Allison, that you won't talk about this man to anyone.
What's he got on you?
He doesn't have anything on me. It would just be bad for business.
Why?
I have some very sensitive investments with him, and I don't want anybody to know about it.
Does Justin know about these investments?
No. So do you promise me you won't tell him?
Yeah, I promise. I can keep a secret. But I'd sure like to know why you can't tell your own husband.
Allison, I just can't do that right now. Now, will you promise me you won't say anything or not?
All right, I promise.
Allison, if you tell anyone about this, people could get hurt. Even Gregory.
Gregory? How is Gregory involved in this?
He could get hurt, Allison.
If you have done anything to put that little boy in danger, I will never forgive you.
He
Ashley.
won't be in danger if you'll keep your mouth shut! I'd never do anything to hurt him.
What have you gotten us into?
Justin, you know how much I enjoy your company, but I really do think you could use your time more wisely elsewhere.
How's that?
It takes a very long time to move a whole family out of Texas.
Let me get this straight, Raina. I'm not moving anywhere.
Do you mean to say that you're reneging on your bet?
No, I mean to say that I'm not going to lose that bet.
Maybe I'm a little confused, okay? You see, I was under the impression that if my production division beats your production division, you move out of Texas.
I'm not going to lose.
Come on, even you can read the handwriting on the wall. You have heard about my oil leases that I just picked up, haven't you?
I heard.
Well, you really blew that one, Justin, letting that little sister-in-law of yours get away from you. She's very good, but then you know that, don't you? Allison said that you were very proud of her. I must say that I'm impressed by the way you're handling all of this.
I didn't come here to talk about Alice.
Why did you come here?
You haven't won yet, Rena. I want you to know that. And by the way, you gave me the wrong book. It should have been entitled How to Have a Great Night in a Dallas Hotel.
No, I think the book I got you, Justin, is just perfect.
We'll see.
We've been spying on you.
I don't believe it.
Rena, you're not going to get away with this.
You want me to get lost for a while, Marshal?
Gregory, my boy, I didn't see you.
I could leave.
No way. You are the one bright spot in my day so far.
You really mean that?
Sure I do, partner.
Oh, good. Beginning to worry.
Worried? About what?
Thought maybe you were mad at me.
Gregory, I could never really be mad at you.
Except when I make a lot of noise.
I may scream at you once in a while. But don't you ever think I don't love you.
I love you too.
Okay, break it up. So you're fighting again?
No way! Marshall says he loves me.
Oh, he did he?
Yes, I sure did. Quite a family we've got here, huh?
Yep, sure is. Well, I forgot when I came in here. Mr. Clements is out there waiting to see you.
Mr. Clements, yes, and I want to see him. This gentleman's got a few oil leases I may be able to take care of for him.
Well, then you certainly don't want to keep him waiting.
Gregory, you think you should, why don't you go out and wait in the outer office for a little while I take care of this guy, okay?
Oh, sure, Marshal.
Okay, listen, and don't you wander around out there too far. I want to talk to you about our racing car, a real racing car.
Our racing car?
This is going to be a joint venture, just between the two of us.
Okay, I'll go jot down some ideas.
Okay, little partner. That's one great little kid.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you for so long.
I can't believe that there was one time I thought of shipping him off to one of your relatives.
I wouldn't have let you do that.
Thank you. I'm glad you didn't. Actually, I love that little boy very much. I don't know what I'd do if anything ever happened to him.
Do you always listen to the news?
Oh, well, I think it's important to keep abreast of current events.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Ruby?
Oh, she's seeing one of her clients.
Clyde?
Oh, didn't you know? Ruby's the personal manager for a couple of big singing stars.
That's interesting. Who does she represent?
Well, Billy Joe Wright.
The TV star? Mm-hmm. I met him here the other night at your party.
Yeah, he's Ruby's brother.
Well, who else does she represent?
Well, Ricky Decker. He sings at the Top of the World Club. Ruby and me are going to produce a record for him.
That a fact?
Yeah. Oh, there you are, Ruby. I've been worried about you. Hi, Gretchen. I hope you don't mind, but I got some business to discuss with my partner here.
Oh, yeah, well, I understand. Thanks for the coffee now, Lily.
Anytime, Gretchen. Bye now.
Bye.
She is starting to become a real pest. I was happy for the company. Why? Something happened? No. I'm just scared. I just know they're going to find his body. What we've been doing isn't Christian.
I love that little boy so much, Ashley. I don't know what I'd do if anything ever happened to him.
Give a message to Mr. Hannibal, please. Tell him to call Ashley Marshall. It's very important. Don't you worry, Justin. I'll make sure that nothing happens to Gregory.
Like this. I just have this sick feeling at the pit of my stomach that they're going to find his body today. You don't know that for sure. But they might. Oh, Lurleen, come on. You got to stop worrying. I'm just so scared, Ruby. I don't think I've ever been this scared in my whole life. I know, honey. I know how you feel. We just got to keep our fingers crossed that they don't come across that body. Ever.
What is it, Steve?
I don't know. There's something lying over by the side of the road near the bushes.
What?
I can't tell. Can I go see what it is?
What do you think, Jenny? I guess that's okay. Hello?
Brett,
Oh, hi, Ricky.
how you doing?
Fine.
You sure? You sound a little down.
No, I'm fine, really.
Are you going to be free today?
I guess so.
Well, how about dropping by the top of the World Club to see me?
When?
You name it.
How about an hour?
Okay, I'll see you then. Listen, I will probably be in a rehearsal room, so just ask anybody at the desk here and they'll tell you where I'm at.
Okay.
Brett, you're still worried about Miles, aren't you?
How did you guess?
I'm beginning to know you pretty well. You will come by, won't you?
Well, of course. I said I would, didn't I?
Okay. I'll see you in an hour then.
Come on, Miles, answer.
Hey, when am I getting out of here? Well, now, that all depends.
That depends on what?
Well, considering that you were found drunk and disorderly.
Hey, look, I've already tried to explain that.
Oh, and considering that you were found carrying a concealed weapon, did you explain about that too? And, you know, you refused to give us your name. Did you change your mind about that? Well, suit yourself, buddy, but I think you better plan on staying with us for quite some time.
I just know that they're going to find what's left of Bo's body laying out there on that road somewhere. Oh, honey, there you go again. You've got to cut this out. What are we going to do when they come here to get us? They're not going to come get us, Lurleen. They don't know it was our truck he fell out of. They don't even know it was Bo. But Paige was the one. I'm not worried about Paige. I'm worried about you, Lurleen. You're falling apart here, right in front of my very eyes. I can't help it, I know that, honey, but you gotta try, you do. You don't know what this kind of tension can do to your nervous system. Yes, I do. About every nerve in my body's about ready to explode. Oh, honey, if there was something I could do to help you, to make you feel better, I would. I'd be feeling a lot better if we hadn't gotten involved with this whole mess with Bo's body in the first place.
What is it?
I don't know. There's something out there lying by the side of the road near the bushes.
What?
I can't tell. Can I go see what it is?
What do you think, Jenny?
I guess it's okay.
Now, wait a minute, young man. We'll go with you.
How come?
Don't argue with your grandmother.
Steve, don't touch that. Why not? I just don't think you should, that's all.
Well, how are we going to find out what's in there if we don't look?
Will you please do what your mother tells you to, young man? We'll get the sheriff out here to look at it.
But all we have to do is pull off the burlap.
Steve, don't.
Oh, hi
Vicky.
Ryan, I'm so sorry I'm late, but I was held up in a meeting. You look as though you've finished and you're ready to go back to work.
Yeah, well, I can't stay long, but what do you want to talk to me about, huh?
Well, it's nothing terribly important. I was just wondering if you had any idea of when Stryker was coming back.
No, as a matter of fact, I don't even know what he's working on right now.
I only saw him for a few minutes the other day.
Wait. You saw him the other day?
Yes, at the house. I probably wouldn't have seen him then, except I had to go back to the house to pick something up. He was only there a few minutes. He had a plane to catch. Didn't he call the office?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't even know he was in town.
Oh. I assumed that he was here to meet with you on company business.
No, but he probably came into town to pick up something on what he was working on.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, you know Stryker, he pops in and out of Houston so fast sometimes that even we don't know about it.
That's for sure.
Listen, I'm gonna have to run. Gotta stop by Rena's office, pick up papers on some new oil leases. It's real good seeing you.
Ryan, please don't say anything to Rena about my seeing Stryker. He didn't have a chance to call her and it might upset her.
I won't say a word.
Thanks.
These are the letters you wanted typed up, Rena?
Oh, that was fast, honey. Thanks. Something else?
Yeah, I was wondering if you had a few minutes.
Sure. You want to talk?
Yeah.
Sit down. What's up?
Well, you know when I told you that Justin was pleased about my bringing those oil leases to World Oil?
Mm-hmm. I have to admit, I didn't expect that reaction from him.
He wasn't really pleased.
That doesn't surprise me, Allison. He's probably very upset. He probably wanted to have those oil leases for Marshall Oil.
Ashley says what I did really hurt Marshall Oil.
I'm sure Ashley thinks that it has, but I'm sorry. I can't see how losing a few oil leases is going to hurt a big company like that.
You really think so?
I know so. My instincts tell me that Justin's feelings are hurt more than anything else.
Ashley says that because I'm family, I shouldn't have given those leases to you.
But you didn't give them to me. You gave them to World Oil. Allison, there's one thing you've got to remember. As long as you're working for World Oil, your allegiance has got to be to us.
I know,
but there can be no buts about it. Marshall Oil is our major competitor.
I know.
Honey, do you want to reconsider working here?
No. I want to work with you, Rena.
I'm glad you said that. I like you very much, Allison. I want to see you grow. I want to see you work your way up through this company. I know you want that, too.
I do.
Bringing those oil leases here was the right choice. Honey, you don't have to worry about Justin and Ashley. Marshall Oil isn't going to ruin itself overnight just because it didn't get a few oil leases. You've got to start looking out for yourself, and that's what you're doing right now.
Well, I just wish they were as understanding as you are, Rena.
I know. I'm sorry you have to go through this.
I think I should talk to Justin. I hate being on the outs with him.
Well, I can't tell you not to talk to him. You have to do what you think is best. Right now, I've got to go to Grant's office, but I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thanks, Rena, for talking to me.
I'm just sorry that you have to go through this, Allison. But you are the one who wanted to work here.
I know. I'll work this out somehow.
I hope so.
All right, the wife's name is Mary Sue.
Mary Lou.
Mary Lou, is she pretty?
Well, that's my opinion.
Okay, all right. He's got a lovely little wife by the name of Mary Lou. Any kids?
2. Carrie is 18. Bobby Joe had a birthday, so he's 12.
I don't know what I'd do without you. You remember everything.
I know. Never hurts, though, to know a prospective customer's family. Really.
I know it seems a little phony, but It's better if they think we care more about them than just the business.
Keeps them happy.
Yes, Karen. Put her on. All right, Allison, what do you want?
Justin, I need to talk to you if you're going to be around there.
I'm busy today, all day.
It's really important.
I don't think I'm going to have any time at all.
Please, Justin?
Well, maybe later.
When?
Couple hours.
Okay, I'll be there. Bye.
What did Allison say?
She didn't say.
You were a little abrupt with her, Justin.
I think I have every right to be.
Well, now, how long do you plan on staying mad at her?
Actually, I may never forgive Allison for what she's done. Just giving those leases to the competition.
Justin, I told you she didn't know how important those leases were.
She knows we're a family. She knows we're an oil company. Ashley, are you defending Allison again?
Justin, I just think it was a misunderstanding. She was only trying to impress World Oil.
Well, she sure as hell did impress World Oil, and in the meantime, she lost something very good from Marshall Oil. I have a meeting in a conference room. I can't keep Anderson waiting all day. Bye, darling.
Good luck, sweetheart. Yes, this is Ashley. Marshall, has Mr. Hannibal gotten my message yet? He hasn't. Okay, no, I've already left one. Just tell him that it's very important that he call me. Thank you.
I wish we'd never gotten into this mess, too, honey. I really do. And if there's anything I could do to make it all go away, I would do it, I swear. Know that, Ruby. But I'm really not blaming you. I'm the one to blame, Lurleen. Bo was my husband. I didn't kill him, but I wished he were dead 100 times. If only... If what? Nothing. Oh, Lurleen, I've got to tell you something. You're the best friend I ever had in my whole life. You are. Really? I mean it. I don't think I ever could have asked anybody else to do what you've done for me. I guess it's because I never really trusted anybody else. I don't think anybody ever had a better friend. Oh, thank you, Ruby. You're the best friend I ever had, too. I'm really sorry I've been letting you down like this. You haven't, honey. Oh, yes, I have. If I'd really been a strong person, I wouldn't be screaming and fainting all the time. You couldn't help that, Lurleen. Half the time I wanted to scream and faint myself. I just thought it wouldn't do us any good if both of us did it. Oh, you really felt like that? Yeah, I did. Oh, you've been great. You have been great, honey. You really have. Nobody could have ever done any better. You don't think so? No, I don't. And starting now, we're going to put this whole terrible mess behind us. We're just going to concentrate on interesting and exciting things, okay? Well, these past 2 weeks have been exciting, but I don't think I want to keep doing the same thing. Well, we won't. I'll go talk to Ricky now about that album we're going to produce for him. You mean today? Yeah.
I want you to forget all about Boulder, Lean. I want you to start relaxing, and I want you to enjoy life.
I hope that's possible, Ruby.
It is, honey. I know it.
I hope so. By the way, that old puzzle thing's in the drawer there. Is that where you want to keep it?
Just brings back bad memories. Maybe we ought to get rid of it.
You mean throw it away?
No.
Well, but it did belong to Bo.
I know, but it's old. Maybe it's worth some money. Why don't we just hang on to it? We'll decide later. Here.
Thank you, Ruby.
For what?
For saying what you did. About us being friends.
Oh, Lurleen. I'm the one who should be thanking you for being such a good friend.
We gotta go. See you later.
It was a horrifying experience for the boy, Tom. I think you should look at him. Well, if you could come over here. Oh, please, as soon as you can. Thank you, Tom.
Doc Williams coming out here?
Yes, just as soon as he finishes with a couple of patients in his office.
I really don't think we need him.
Well, is Steve in his room now?
Yes.
How is he?
Every time we walk in the room, he starts talking nonstop about that body. He's very hyper. Otherwise, he's okay. I think he's convinced that it's something from outer space.
Well, maybe he's in shock.
No, I don't think he's in shock. He's all right. Just too much imagination, that's all. Kate, do you think that someone could have put that body on the road just as some sick idea of a joke?
I don't think so. Who could be that sick?
Then how did it get there?
I don't know.
This looked so old.
Well, whoever he was, I think he'd been dead a long time.
I can't imagine why somebody would leave a body there and no one even spotted it.
Well, I don't think they could have.
Well, then how in the world did it...
Oh, well, now that's something the sheriff will have to find out. He was as stunned as we were when he saw the body. Have you called Ryan?
No, I've got to do that right now.
Rena's not here, huh?
No, she's in a meeting with Mr. Wheeler.
Do you know if she left some papers for me about those new oil leases?
She didn't mention them to me.
Well, do you think she'd mind if we took a look on her desk?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Here they are.
Great. Let's see. Now, Allison, I should be very upset with you.
Why?
Why? Because of you, I've got a lot more work to do, that's why. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
Now, you should be real proud of yourself for helping to get these new leases. They're awfully important.
I'm glad you think I did the right thing. Even if it does mean more work for you. Raina Decker's office?
Is she there, please?
No, Mrs. Decker's in a meeting. Can I take a message?
Who is this?
Allison Linden?
Oh, Allison, it's Jenny Connor. My husband's on his way.
Way over to the arena.
He's here now. Would you like to speak to him?
Yes, please.
For you. It's your wife.
Oh. Hi.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad I found you. I called your office, and then I remembered you were going over to...
Oh, wait. Slow. You sound a little upset.
Something's happened, Ryan.
What?
Well, it's Steve. I mean,
Actually, there's nothing wrong with him. He's okay now, but if you could please come home, I'll explain everything when you get here.
I'll be right there.
Hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, so do I.
The role of Mark Wheeler is being played by Michael Woods.
When are they supposed to be here, Mark? I told them 2 o'clock. They're usually pretty punctual.
Have you found out anything else about him?
Did a lot of research. And? Keep coming up with the same answer. Hawker and Boots are 2 pretty powerful men.
Have you been able to find out anything about who may be behind them?
If there's somebody behind them, I haven't been able to find out who it is.
And it's possible that they're free agents?
It's a strong possibility. Politically, they know where all the skeletons are hidden. Business-wise, they do a lot of favors and they collect on them.
But it sounds as if it may be advantageous for World Oil to have them on our side.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be good for us, yeah.
It looks as if our guests have arrived.
Several good old boys, aren't they?
Now, don't get up, fellas. We don't stand much on formalities.
Parker, Boots, I'd like you to meet my father, Grant Wheeler.
Chairman of the board. World Oil. Mighty proud to see you, Mr. Wheeler.
Well, I won't stand on formalities either. Sit down. Call me Grant.
Now, that's what I like, Hawker. A man who's straightforward and friendly.
Let's see, you drink bourbon?
Hey?
No ice.
Your son here's got a real good memory, Grant.
Well, Mark is good at most things.
So are you. You've done a right decent job running World Oil since you took over.
Thank you. But Mark's going to do a better job.
You got a dynamo on your hands, that's for sure. What is this meeting all about, Mark?
Simple. We want to know if you guys are willing to help us with World Oil.
Well, nothing could be simpler than that, then. Could it, Hawker?
Hello there.
Oh, look who's here. Hi, Mama.
Hi, honey. I had a meeting in the building and I thought I'd drop by.
Good.
Have I come at a bad time?
Of course not. You know I'm always glad to see you.
I don't like interrupting your work.
It doesn't hurt to take a break from work now and then. Please, sit down.
Okay. Well, tell me, how is work?
Oh, it's going very well. As a matter of fact, we've just acquired several new leases, thanks to Allison Linden.
Ashley's sister?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure Justin isn't very happy about that.
No, he's not. Unfortunately, Allison is taking a little flack because of it.
That's understandable.
Enough of that. I want to talk about you. What's going on?
Oh, I'm all right.
You talked to Daddy?
No, I haven't.
We should get home soon. I miss him. You must too, huh?
Yes, I do.
Mama, why don't we call him tonight?
Well, I'd like to, honey, but I don't think that's going to be easy.
What do you mean?
Because I don't know where your father is right now.
Oh. Ryan must know where he is.
No, I talked to him earlier, and he doesn't know either. As a matter of fact, no one in the office knows. I'm sure he'll be in touch in a few days.
Well, I wish he'd settle down. I don't like to see him traveling like this all the time.
Neither do I.
Excuse me. Yes. Oh, they're right here, but I haven't quite finished them yet. Should in about half an hour. Okay. Bye.
I'm going, honey. You're busy.
No, Mama, please. I want you to stay.
No, I've got lots of things to do myself. I just dropped by to say hello.
Okay, well, I'll see you tonight. And if you'd like, I could try to find out where Stryker is.
No, don't even bother. I'm sure he'll be in touch with us maybe tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'll be home about 7.
Okay.
Maybe 8. Right.
Yes. Mr. H., I've got bad news.
What?
We've lost Rehnquist again.
What do you mean you've lost him again?
Well, he never came back to his hotel room last night.
I don't want to hear this, Adams. I want Rehnquist found. I will not have him getting that fire compass before I do.
Well, there is one possibility that I haven't checked out yet.
What's that?
He might have gone back to the Marshall Ranch.
Well, then get on it now. But whatever you do, Adams, find him.
How's the boy doing, Ginny?
He's fine, Sheriff. He just keeps talking his head out about finding that body.
He's convinced it's something from outer space.
Well, I imagine it must have been quite a shock to him to see something as unnatural as that.
I never should have let him out of that truck.
Well, now, don't you go blaming yourself. There's no way you could have known what was going to be out there. You say, he can't stop talking about that body?
That's right. He keeps making up all sorts of stories.
Well, I don't like that. His talking will bring the press out here, and none of us need that.
No, we don't. It's strange and mysterious enough as it is.
But what I'm trying to say is, I think maybe you ought to take the boy away from here for a spell.
Do you really think I should?
I sure do. I don't want anyone nosing around here until we've had a chance to get to the bottom of this. Besides, you don't want the press out here bothering you and the boy just now. If the boy stays here and talks, well, the whole thing will leak out, and that'll be bad.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Well, I'll keep in touch.
Thank you, Sheriff. Kate, maybe he's right about Steve. Maybe I should take him away from here for a few days.
Oh, well, we don't have to decide that now.
Now, it wouldn't have anything to do with those 3 tankers of yours plumb full of oil just sitting out there in the Gulf, would it?
How do you know about that?
It wouldn't be where we are if we kept our eyes closed. If we didn't keep our ears open.
See what I mean? They know everything.
Oh, just about. Now, we hear those tankers of yours are fuller than a tick on a hound dog, but you got no place to get rid of it because of the oil glut we got now.
Because World Oil's production division can't turn more than a minor profit. And you're not going to do better than that.
Unless you get your own line of distributors.
You got it on the nose. Do you know of any distributors that are available?
Well, now, you have to think about that.
Yeah, we could probably get rid of the oil in those tankers for you. They're sure costing World Oil a bundle just sitting out there.
Are you saying that you are willing to help us?
Depends.
If you're willing to pay the price.
What price?
Well, now, let's just say we do this as a favor.
And in return, we get a favor.
What kind of a favor?
Well, I don't know yet, but one day we'll give you a call and expect a favor in return, right?
Well, you boys aren't losing interest now, are you?
Yeah, what do you say? Well, if you two can do what you say you can, I'm willing to consider it.
Well, need I tell you, Hawker, the man's right up front with us.
That's the way we like him, Grant.
And we'll start checking around and see if there's anybody interested in buying.
How's that sound to you, Grant?
That sounds great.
Yes, Karen. Send her in.
Hi, Justin.
Allison?
Thanks for seeing me.
Not have much time.
Well, this won't take long, I hope.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, you've been upset with me.
Well, it was quite a blow. I mean, a member of my own family, I am a little hurt.
But I had no idea this was going to be such a big thing. I only wanted to show them over at World Oil that I could do a good job. I thought you would understand that. I didn't know you needed those leases.
Those leases could be very important.
But you're such a big man in the oil business, Justin. Certainly you have lots of connections. Maybe even more than Rena Decker.
I have a damn sight more connections than Rena Decker.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I had no idea that you needed those leases. I just wanted to make good on my own. I wanted you to be proud of me. You can understand that, can't you?
Well, maybe I was a little hard on you.
You mean that?
Yeah.
And you can be proud of me? It means so much to me.
Well, you know, Allison, for a beginner, did pretty good.
Oh, thanks, Justin. Oh, coming from you, something like that means so much to me.
You know something, Allison? Someday you might be quite an operator.
Well, we'll be in touch.
You'll hear soon. It was my pleasure meeting you, Tom.
Oh, the pleasure's all ours, Grant.
All ours.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, nice to see you two again, Mark.
Seeing you again. Come on, Dib.
Looks like we've done ourselves some good, Hawker, old boy.
And another IOU soon to be in our pocket.
If we deliver the goods.
That's not going to be a problem at all.
No, siree. No problem at all.
And that's the news till 3 o'clock. After these few kind words from our sponsors, we'll...
Not a word about Bo. I wish Ruby would get back. Maybe I should give Miss Kay a call. Maybe she's heard something. You gotta calm down, Lurleen. Gotta relax.
I was beginning to think you changed your mind about coming. I'm glad you're here.
So, what did you want to see me about?
I just wanted to see you, that's all. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No, of course not.
You want to talk about Miles?
Ricky, look, you already said that...
I know what I said. Look, come on over here, we'll talk, all right? Okay, so what's up?
Ricky, I don't know where he is.
But I thought you've already been by to see him.
Yes, I was. I've been there, but the last time I was there, he told me not to come anymore. So, I've been calling him, and he doesn't answer. I'm afraid something's happened to him.
Rena? I got something for you.
What?
A very important message.
Oh? For who?
Read it.
More paper is needed for the copy machine. What does this mean?
Do you see the extremes to which I must go in order to be able to see you?
You're so funny. You don't have to go through all this just to see me.
Well, I don't know. I did cancel luncheon.
Oh, now wait a minute. A business meeting is a business meeting, and that's more important than having lunch with me. By the way, what did you think of Hawker and Booth?
Well, I've heard about Texas Wheeler and dealers all my life, but I've never seen any in action.
Oh, those two are the best we have.
I can believe that.
How's the meeting?
Well, I think it went all right. It would seem that they're going to help us empty those tankers out in the Gulf.
That's wonderful.
I hope so.
You don't seem so sure about that.
Well, you see, in order to do this favor for us, they're going to extract their pound of flesh, and I just want to make sure that it isn't too big a chunk for us to handle.
I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
of course not. You're not supposed to. I didn't come in here to talk business with you.
Why did you come in
I
here?
came in here to tell you how beautiful you are. When did I last do that?
24 hours ago.
Oh, it's much too long ago.
Mr. Wheeler, what would Allison and all the other secretaries say if they came in and they saw us kissing?
Well, I don't know. I don't care. I didn't come in here to kiss them. I came in here to kiss you.
You're crazy, too. You know that?
No, I'm not. Not at all. I have places to go, people to meet. I've got very important business stuff. See you later.
Okay.
Oh, madam. Before I leave tonight, is it possible that we can discuss dinner?
Sure.
Good. Bye.
Well, why don't you two explain to me how you came about with this miraculous reconciliation?
Well, you'll have to find out from Justin. I really have to get back to work. Thanks for being so understanding, Justin.
That's all right, darling. I'm glad we could talk it all out.
See you tonight.
Quite a girl, Ashley.
Yeah, she really is. Although I'm a little surprised to hear you say that.
Why's that, darling?
Well, because just a few short hours ago, you were saying that you would never forgive Allison as long as you lived.
Changed my mind.
Just that fast.
Ashley, you can't stay mad at people forever. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Well, yeah, of course it is. Just took me by surprise, that's all.
Well, don't let it. Allison and I are on good terms. Gregory and I are closer than ever. It's going to be great for all of us.
This is Hannibal. Any messages? Who? Oh, when did she call? She did. Oh, yes. I'll definitely return Ashley Marshall's call. Definitely.
What does Doc Williams say about Steve?
Well, he says he can't find anything wrong with him.
Well, that's good. What about the sheriff? Does he have any idea how this whole thing happened?
No, he's just as baffled as we are.
Has anybody identified the body?
Well, no, they're going to do an autopsy. He says he thinks they'll find out more that way. And then when they do know something, he'll call.
What about where the body was found? Is there any idea of how it got there? Who might have left it?
I can't find anything.
Strange.
Oh, Ryan, it really is strange. It's almost as if the whole thing is not real. No wonder Steve does nothing but talk about that body.
What do you mean?
Well, that's all he talks about. The sheriff thinks it would be a good idea to take him away for a while. He doesn't want the story to leak out until he and his men can get to the bottom of it.
Well, I think we better talk that over first.
Well, I don't know. It might be a good idea to take Steve away for a few days. I want to.
Look, right now I'm going to go upstairs and talk to Steve.
Why don't you stop asking the questions and start answering? Where do I find Bo Baker?
I haven't seen Bo for a real long time.
Well, I think you've seen him just recently.
Honest, I haven't.
All right. I got plenty of time. I'm gonna
She's got to know something about Bo Baker. I've got to talk to her again. Well, I'm going to do that, so I've got to get out of here.
Brett, I think you're blowing this whole Miles thing out of proportion.
I don't think so, Ricky. He told me his life is in danger.
That's right. And he also told you in no uncertain terms to stay out of it, didn't he? Well, didn't he?
Yes.
All right, then why don't you do like he tells you?
I can't, Ricky. Look, I'm the only friend he has in Houston.
What is it, Ruby?
I got to talk to you, Ricky. It's real important.
Look, I think we've said everything we can say anyway, so I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Brett.
Ricky, I have things to do.
Look, I think everything's going to work out all right. You'll see.
Well, I'll keep good thoughts.
Okay. Be careful. So what did you want to see me about, Ruby?
We got to talk about your album.
Where's Lurleen?
She's at home. Why?
Well, she's still putting up the money for the record, isn't she?
Sure.
Well, I don't think we should talk about the record unless Lurleen is here.
All right, well, let's go see her.
Okay.
Ricky. If something really horrible happened to me, would you help me?
Well, you know I would, Ruby. But nothing horrible is going to happen to you.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Kate. It's Lurleen.
Oh, Lurleen. How are you doing, honey?
Oh, well, I'm fine. I just wanted to thank you again for bringing the mirror. It means a lot to me.
Oh, I know, honey. That's why we did it.
And I wanted to know if you got home all right.
Well, as a matter of fact, we didn't.
You didn't? What happened?
Well, on the way home, we found something horrible by the side of the Pike Road. It looked like a body. Lurleen? 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 Lurleen?
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
It's got to be here somewhere.
What are you looking for?
The Peters file.
Sweetheart, you brought that into my office this morning. I'll go get it.
No. Oh, you sit right down. I will go get it.
Yes, Karen. Oh, who is it? They wouldn't say? No, that's okay. I'll take it. Hello?
Hello, Ashley. I got your message.
Yes.
What did you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about it over the phone.
Then how about at dinner?
When?
Tonight. The Top of the World Club. I'll arrange for a private room.
I'll be there at 6.
At 6, I'll be waiting.
Somebody on the phone.
I was just, is it okay if I'm going to go to the hairdresser's tonight? Is that all right?
Oh, sure. I'm going to be stuck here late anyway.
What's that for?
I'm just happy that you want to make yourself beautiful for me.
I hope you know that that's what I'm doing. I love you, Justin.
Being pretty serious over a hair appointment, aren't you?
I'm just pretty serious about you and the family.
Family. Sounds good. Family. Feels good having Gregory, Allison here. Someday we'll add our own children to that family.
I love you, Justin.
I think I better get back to work here. I'm never going to get home tonight.
It's all there for you.
Okay, let's see. We got 1 case of scotch, 2 cases of bourbon, and
Well, look who's back.
Will you be dining alone this evening, Mr. Hannibal?
Yes, Ricardo. Hey, what's up? I will be joined later by a young lady. Do show her in when she arrives.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you see how low it is to the ground?
Yeah?
That's so it will remain stable at high speeds. See the curved edges?
This?
Yeah. The air moves easily over the car. There's no drag. It won't hold it back. See?
Hey, it might work.
What do you mean it might work? Of course it works. How do you think I won all those races? To prove it, I think it'd be a good idea to see it in action.
A real race?
Yeah, what about you and me? We go to the track this weekend, huh?
Oh, Marcia, you're the greatest.
Justin?
Yeah, darling?
I see that you have an appointment tonight.
Oh. Do you mind if we have a late dinner tonight, darling?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, it works out just fine. Remember I told you I had to go to the hairdresser's tonight?
Oh, yeah. What are you going to have done?
Oh, be a surprise.
Surprise. I'm surprised. Well, as long as we're going to have a late dinner, how about we go down to the ice cream parlor and we have something to sort of tide us over. How would you like that?
Hot fudge sundae?
Hot fudge sundae.
All right, you're on. Let's go. Ashley, aren't you coming?
No, baby, not this time. You go on, have a good time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
You guys.
One gob.
Lurleen, are you there? Oh, Lurleen? Oh, I'm here, Miss Kate. I'm here.
Oh, you had me worried. I didn't know. What, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. The phone just slipped out of my hand, that's all.
Oh.
You said you found the body on the Old Pikes Road?
That's right. Steve found it.
Oh.
Lurleen, are you sure everything's all right there? There's
Nothing wrong?
Oh, yes, this body, did you recognize it?
Oh. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen, Lurleen. It was so strange.
But do you know who it was?
I don't think they'll ever know who it is. It didn't even look human. Lurleen, honey, listen, you really mustn't say anything about this. The sheriff doesn't want the word to get out now.
The sheriff?
Oh,
Lurleen! Lurleen, are you sure there's nothing wrong there?
No. Yes, I'm certain, Miss Kate.
Well, all right, honey. I've got to go now. Oh, Lurleen, remember, don't say anything about this. You see, we don't want a lot of reporters running all over the place now. Well, I'll call you later, honey. Goodbye.
Reporters. The sheriff. Oh, no. Ruby. I've got to find Ruby.
Allison, you through with work already? No, that's why I'm here. I have to take care of some business for Rena. She can't do everything by herself.
More oil leases?
Actually, I do work for World Oil.
I know you do.
Anyway, I just came by to let you know that I won't be home for dinner. I was going to leave you a note.
Well, that's okay. It seems like everybody has plans tonight. We'll just plan on eating later on, okay?
Okay. Where's Justin?
He took Gregory down to the ice cream parlor. Hot fudge sundaes.
That's great. Those two are really getting along. Justin is all Gregory ever talks about now. That and racing cars. Like father and son.
Like father and son.
Ashley, what's the matter?
Nothing.
You mad at me?
I'm really trying real hard not to be, Allison. I'm trying to understand you. I know that it hasn't been easy. Aunt Hildy's death. You having to pick up your whole life, move to Houston from Savannah. I know it's been tough on you, but Allison, it's been pure hell for me. I loved Aunt Hildy. She raised me too. And just when it looks like everything's starting to look up a little bit, you know, I mean, Gregory and Justin are getting together and you just come up creating more problems. You play right into Rena's hands. You hurt Justin. You hurt me.
I don't try to hurt you, Ashley.
Well, then what? Do you hate me so much?
I don't hate you at all. I just...
What? What do you want from me, Allison?
I need space. I need to live my own life.
I want that too.
No! No, you want to keep me in a cocoon. You want to smother me. Keep me from being independent, just like Aunt Hildy did. I'm 18 years old, Ashley. I'm not going to let you dominate me.
I don't want to dominate you. I want to protect you.
Protect me from what? From life? No, thanks. I think it's about time I start learning a little bit about life. Save your protection from Gregory. He's the one who needs it, not me.
No, I think you do, Allison. Because, see, all these people you trust, they don't love you like I love you. They're only using you.
I don't think that's so.
Someday you will. Someday.
Ryan, how's Steve?
Oh, he's fine. He just can't stop talking about that body.
No wonder the sheriff suggested that we get him away for a few days.
Yeah, it'd be awfully hard to keep the discovery of the body hidden if Steve were around, I guess.
It had such a powerful effect on him. Ryan, you should have seen it.
The body?
How could it be a body? A human body?
Well, whatever it was has got Steve talking nonstop.
Ryan, if only you could have seen that face. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was... Oh, how can I describe it?
Hey, Kate.
What could have done that to someone?
Well, I don't know, but we're going to find out soon. Kate, you just don't think about it, all right?
Don't think about it. I'll never forget it.
Now, remember what the sheriff said. We have to keep this whole thing to ourselves. The last thing we need right now is to have this ranch crawling with reporters.
You're right. That's all we or Steve needs right now.
Okay, good. I'm going to go back upstairs and see if I can get his mind off of it, okay?
All right. Go ahead. Lurleen.
What about Lurleen?
She called me a while ago. I was so upset I told her.
You told her about finding the body?
Yes. Oh, Ryan, I'm so sorry.
What if she tells someone?
Well, she won't. I asked her not to, and I know we can trust Lurleen.
Who is it?
It's Gretchen.
Gretchen, I can't visit right now. I just took a shower.
Well, I baked you cake, Lurleen. Why don't you just open up the door and I can give it to you? Lurleen!
Just a minute!
Lurleen!
I'm coming! Hold on! I'm coming!
Hi, I hope I'm not disturbing you. But I want to give you this cake.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Gretchen.
And Lurleen, what's wrong?
Wrong?
Well, dear, you look like you're just about ready to jump out of your skin.
Put him in.
Yes, I'd like that very much.
We aim to please.
How's business?
Starting to pick up.
I knew it would. I told you, this is a very charming place. I'm happy for you.
Thanks, Vicky.
Pretty soon it'll be so popular I'm going to have to fight my way in here.
Well, no matter how popular it becomes, there'll always be a table for you. You know, I've been thinking about you.
Have you?
Yeah, ever since that talk we had, I've been trying to figure out what you do. You never told me.
Well, what do you think I do?
Well, you're buried together. Got a good head on your shoulders. I'd say you were some kind of executive. Probably even own your own company.
And what kind of company do you think I own?
You're very attractive. Sophisticated. Cosmetics company. What's so funny?
Nothing. It sounds like a very good idea. I should try it.
Anyway, I'm glad that you're back. You had the right touch. You do good things for this place.
Well, this place does good things for me, Hunt. I like it here. I feel, well, relaxed. More than I have in a long time.
You know, the last time that you were here, you made me a promise. And I'm going to hold you to that promise.
Now, something is bothering you.
But here, let me take that. Oh, this was awful nice of you to make this.
No, I can tell.
Can tell what?
That something is bothering you.
I noticed it the other night at the party.
You did?
Well, now, why don't you just tell me what it is, and maybe I can help.
No, you couldn't.
Try me.
Well, it's just moving into this new apartment. It's got me all turned around.
Oh, I know just what you mean.
You do?
Sure. I moved all over the world myself. Switzerland, the French Riviera, Palm Springs. I mean, I've had homes practically everywhere.
You lived all those places?
I have. And you can take it from me that there's nothing worse in the world than moving. It can really tire out a body.
Oh!
Hey, let's put that down there on the table. You know, I think something else is upsetting you other than moving.
You do? Oh, what do you think it is?
Culture shock.
Oh, culture shock?
Has to be.
It does?
Sure. I mean, you told me that you'd grown up on a farm, right?
That's right, my granddaddy.
Yeah, and you lived there all your life.
Well, yeah, up until just a little while ago, when my granddaddy died.
Well, you see, moving to a big, fast-moving city with a lifestyle like Houston is bound to upset somebody like you.
Well, Gretchen, that's it. I think you're right. That's a good reason for me to be upset, a real good reason.
You know what? Why don't we just sit down and talk things over and we can have a piece of cake?
No, I have to dry my hair. Later we can talk.
I'm sorry if I keep bothering you all the time by bopping over like I do. It's just that I get so lonely living there by myself. You know, I need someone to talk to, too.
Oh, Gretchen, I didn't mean to be rude. Maybe just one little piece of cake. I'll go get the plates and the forks. Do you really live in all those places you were telling me about?
All of them and more.
Why'd you move around so much?
My husband, ex-husband, the Plastic King.
Plastic King?
Yeah, he had plastic factories. He had factories all over the world. So we had to have houses all over the world, too.
Did you live in all of them?
Oh, a month here and a month there. We traveled a lot.
That must have been real exciting.
Oh, Lily.
You're so young.
The stories I could tell you.
Oh, well, we'll just have to have a real long chat.
Oh, I'm so glad that I came over here today.
Oh, Gretchen, so am I. Lena, home. Come, Ricky. Hi, Gretchen. What do you mean,
Oh, it's scrawny. Just look at yourself.
What?
All that ice cream and whipped cream and look, you're the scrawniest thing I ever saw.
You know something?
What?
You're kind of scrawny yourself.
Wait till I get my hands on Pick out somebody your own size, will you, Gregory?
Where's Ashley?
I don't know. She's probably left already to get her hair done.
Why do ladies get their hair done all the time?
I don't know, Gregory. Just be glad they do.
What's this?
Oh, well, that's part of the ad campaign for the new ASI gasoline additive. This car right here we're going to use in the TV commercials. How'd you like it if you and me, I arranged it. We got a spin in that car.
In this one?
Yep.
Super!
I knew you'd go for that.
Can we go real fast in it?
Fast, real fast.
Just like in the races?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
You bet! I can tell all my friends in Savannah that I'm in that commercial with the race car. And then they can watch me.
Well, I don't know if that'd be possible.
Why not?
Well, because the commercial's not going to be shown in Savannah. So, but I'll make sure that all of your little friends have pictures.
Why aren't the commercials shown in Savannah?
Well, we're only running the ads locally, Gregory. I mean, there's no sense running the ads if you're not going to sell the product.
I thought Marshall Oil was a big company.
Well, it is a big company, Gregory.
And if it's such a big company, then why don't you show your commercials all over the country? And then you could just sell your product all over the country.
Did you say that again, Gregory?
Well, if you show your commercials all over the country, then you could sell your product all over the country.
What's the matter with me? Gregory, you just may have come up with something. You may have come up with something very big.
5 years ago, my own... You a promise?
You sure did.
About what?
Singing.
Singing?
You told me that you used to be a singer.
Well, yes, but that was 100 years ago.
And you also promised me that the next time you came in here, you'd exercise those vocal cords of yours.
These vocal cords are pretty rusty.
There's one way to find out.
You're serious?
You bet I am.
Do you really want to take a chance and chase all your customers away?
Oh, I don't think you'd chase them away.
You haven't heard me sing.
You backing out on a promise, lady? I mean, here you had me thinking that you were a woman of her word.
But, Hunt, I don't have anything to sing.
You can sing anything you want. I can play everything on that piano.
Oh, no.
Now, look, we'll start out with something easy. Save the hard stuff for later. How about it? What do you say?
Hunt, you're one persuasive Texan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, I take it that that's a yes. Gregory, do me a favor.
Sure, Marshall.
Listen, I have a meeting here in a few minutes, and it's really not the right place for you to be. Business.
Okay, I got you.
Listen, you can go back to the hotel and wait, or you can wait in Ashley's office for me.
Okay, I guess I'll wait.
Okay. Thanks very much, Gregory. Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
Bye, Marshall.
Bye, partner. TJ, I got a meeting in a couple of minutes.
Need you, John Hancock, on this. You two seem to be hitting it off pretty well these days.
As a matter of fact, that boy just came up with the brightest idea. Something that is going to take Marshall Oil right through the roof.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you know about the new Ace High gasoline additive we're planning on marketing. We're not going to market it just locally. We're not. No. We're going to go nationwide. You know, the commercials Billy Joe Wright is doing. They're going to be seen from coast to coast.
Coast to coast?
Coast to coast.
Tell me this, Justin. Where are you planning on getting the money for this coast-to-coast promotion?
We'll work it out.
Uh-huh. Justin, the only way you're going to be able to work it out is by borrowing even more heavily against Ashley's assets.
TJ.
No. Now listen to me. Do you have any idea what a nationwide ad campaign costs?
I'll handle it.
Yeah. Do me a favor and handle something else for me, would you? Tell Ashley to spread her money around into different corporations. The way she's got it set up now is not very smart. I tried to tell her, but she wouldn't listen to me. Okay?
TJ, I'm not going to need any of Ashley's money.
Oh, you need it, Justin. You need all of it.
I have a meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Justin, one other thing.
What now?
You know, you might consider hiring Allison over from World Oil. I understand she pulled off the coup of the year over there.
Right, it's deep talking about that body.
Yeah, but Ginny's trying to calm him down.
Well, I've got his favorite supper for him.
Well, terrific. Thanks.
You and Jenny better think about getting something for yourselves.
Yeah, we will. Oh, well, I'll go. Hi, Allison.
Papers before you left today, so I decided that I'd bring them over for you.
You mean you came all the way out here just to do that?
Yeah, didn't mind.
Is that important?
Yeah, well, Rena called the office today after you left, and she said she wanted it taken care of today. Since you were gone, I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry I left so early. We just had a little trouble out here.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
No, it's just something to do with Steve.
Oh, no. Steve, is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. Just had a bad experience, that's all.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, Gregory's always talking about Steve. He likes him so much and says he wants to come back out here and play sometime.
Well, I'm afraid we won't be able to do that for a while. Right now, Jenny's thinking about taking Steve back to Virginia to see her parents.
Oh? Will they be gone long?
Yeah, a week, maybe 2. Those the papers?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, I'm glad you did come out. These really are important. Allison, I really appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, it's all part of the job.
Well, thank you. You know, Rena's been telling me that you've been handling the job very well.
What do you think?
I tend to agree.
Would you ever? Campbell? Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricardo.
So, how was your day today, Mr. Canfield?
Well, between negotiating oil leases and trying to talk some sense into that brother of yours, there's never a dull moment.
Well, keep showing your toes, huh?
Yeah, and looking back over my shoulder.
TJ, about the other afternoon, I'm sorry I yelled at you. And I am sorry if I caused any trouble between you and Ashley. I really did think that maybe I could change your point of view.
Well, I'm afraid Ashley's having trouble seeing any point of view right now. There's something on her mind, and it sure isn't martial law.
What could it be?
Who knows? She's putting up a brick wall around her, though.
What about Justin?
Ah, Justin. Yeah, I talked to Justin about Ashley's money a little while ago. Well, you know your brother.
Yeah.
Well, look, we came here to enjoy ourselves, so let's change the subject, all right?
Okay. Anything particular in mind?
Well, my favorite subject at the moment happens to be a gorgeous blonde who owns a dress shop.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I find her completely irresistible.
Oh, you do, do you?
Yeah, I do.
How long have you had this problem, Miss Canfield?
Well, it's a fairly recent development.
Ah, then I think you have come to the right place.
Oh, can you help me?
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact. We are going to look at your palm. Oh, look at this.
Tell me what you see. Karen? They're here? Show them in.
Come right in, gentlemen. Come right in. Bourbon, straight and tall. No ice.
Looky here, Parker. Sure does bring a smile to my face.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. We sit down, gentlemen.
We're sorry we're might late.
Yeah, we don't like to keep a busy man like you waiting.
Oh, that's all right, gentlemen. I had a lot of work to do.
That's what we heard. If there's one thing we've noticed about you...
It's that you are one hard worker.
Well, an oil company doesn't exactly run itself.
No, they sure don't. And that's why we wanted to see you.
Oh?
I think maybe we can help you.
On talk together. Just as soon as we can. Bye-bye, Ricky.
Bye. Nice to see you again.
Ruby, Gretchen. What a pest.
Oh, I don't know. She seems pretty friendly and neighborly to me. It's kind of hard to find that type these days.
She's had a real interest in life. Ruby, you'd be really interested in talking to her.
Some other time, Lurleen. I'm getting sick of all the friendly, neighborly people we have around here.
Kind of like being around friendly people myself.
Well, be my guest. She's just somebody I definitely don't need in my life right now. Now, can we get down to work?
What was that, Lurleen?
What? Oh, nothing, Ricky. Ruby, can I talk to you in the bedroom for a minute?
Oh, honey, can we do it a little later? We got to talk to Ricky about this album. That's why he came over here.
Lurleen, are you all right?
No. Oh, yes. No, Ruby?
Lurleen hasn't been feeling very good lately, Ricky.
Lurleen, why don't you sit down?
No.
Bed. I think she needs to go to bed. That's what she needs.
What's wrong with her?
Anemia.
Anemia?
But she'll be fine when she lies down.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me help you.
Oh, that's all right. We can manage, really. Ricky, would you mind if we worked on this record album some other time?
Well, it's fine with me, but I think you really should get her to a doctor.
Oh, I will. We'll take care of it. I can manage.
Lurleen, are you going to be all right?
Oh, yeah, Ricky, I'll be fine.
She's going to be fine. Bye now.
Now, you put her in bed.
I will. I'll call you, okay?
Yeah, you take care, Lurleen.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What is it?
Ruby, they found Bo's body.
So, how is it you gentlemen think you can help me?
Marshall Oil's growing mighty fast.
You're aiming at the stars, ain't you, boy?
And I'm going to reach them.
Sure you are. You made some right smart moves lately.
Slicker than a sidewinder.
I got big plans, gentlemen.
We know.
We know that. From what we hear, you're planning to make Marshall Oil the biggest company in all of Texas, maybe even in the whole U.S. of A.
You're right about that, gentlemen. You didn't come all the way up here just to pay me compliments, though.
Now, what did I tell you, Hawker? He's one right smart fellow.
That you did, Boots. We like to encourage talented people like yourself. And we like to feel we had a hand in helping you reach those stars you're aiming at.
And if I can help you in return, all the better.
Yes, sirree. One smart fellow.
Well, just how do you plan on helping me at the moment?
All leases. That's what you need right now. In particular, that big one over near the Austin Trend.
The Austin? How did you know?
Well, let's just say we have our sources.
Well, then you also know that my attorney, T.J. Canfield, has been negotiating for those leases.
Why, hell, boy, every oil company is trying to get that lease.
Yeah, we just might give that lease a little nudge in your direction.
A little nudge? What do I have to do in return for that little nudge?
Nothing. Not a thing. Ain't that right, Hawker?
Well, that's a fact, Boots. You don't have to do anything. Not yet.
Your guest has arrived, Mr. Hannibal.
I'm sorry you couldn't join me for dinner, Ashley. It was delicious.
This isn't a social visit, Hannibal.
Well, what did you wish to see me about, my dear?
I came to give you a warning.
It seems we stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing are the clothes you wore. Smile, you are smiling then, but I can't remember where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening
again. And so it seems that we have met before and laughed before and loved before. But who knows where or
Voice.
I must admit, it went better than I thought it would.
Better? It went great. Vicky, you've been putting me on, haven't you?
About what?
About having not sung for years.
No.
You must have been practicing in the shower.
No. Honestly, it has been years.
I mean, I've heard plenty of working singers, and they don't have anything on you. You could make a career out of it.
Oh, Hunt.
I mean it, Vicky. I think you should give up that cosmetic business or whatever it is you do and go into show business.
Oh, you do you?
Yes, I do. And you can't tell me that you weren't having fun out there because I was watching you. Real close.
You're right, I did enjoy it.
I knew it. I could tell. And you had them right in your pocket from the very first note. And how? Let's do another.
All right.
Oh, that dinner was wonderful. Thank you.
Well, you're more than welcome. Is Marshall? I enjoyed it too, but not half as much as the company.
Well, it is a well-known fact that blondes who own dress shops make very good company, you know.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yes, please do. Would you, like to come back to my hotel room for a nightcap?
I thought you'd never ask. Let me get a waiter so that you can pick up the check.
What?
Well, it's your turn to pay. I paid last time, remember? Wasn't that arrangement?
What? You want... Of course you want me to pay the check.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll flip you for it, okay?
Jeez, I don't believe this.
Call here.
Wait a minute. What? I have.
All right, pick up the check.
I can't believe it.
Would you care for a glass of wine?
No, I really won't be staying that long.
Oh, I see. Well, please sit down.
No, I'll stand.
As you wish. And what was this warning you came to deliver to me?
I want you to stay away from Gregory.
Well, if you're referring to that friendly little greeting I gave to him at the Spindle Top,
Yes, that's exactly what I'm referring to.
well, we just happened to run into each other. By accident.
No, Hannibal, you've never done anything by accident in your whole life. Stay away from him.
He's a nice little boy, Ashley.
If any harm comes to him...
I would never harm him.
Well, that's good to know. Because if anything happens to him, anything at all...
I only want to protect his future.
You? Protect him? I don't believe that for a second.
Believe it.
What do you want, Hannibal?
I only want to help you.
Help me?
I know how dear you were to Aunt Hildy and the little boy. I want to be sure things go right for you and for little Gregory. I plan to help make Marshall Oil the biggest company in Texas.
Why does that give me a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach to hear you say that?
Why, you just don't understand me, my dear.
No, you're damn right I don't!
Well, it's about time you started to learn.
I've said everything that I intend to say.
Wait. Now you listen to my warning.
When I called Miss Kate, to thank her for bringing the mirror. She told me they found the body on the way back to the ranch. Steve was the one who found it. Poor little kid. Well, Lurleen, if you knew about all this earlier, why didn't you try to get in touch with me? I tried, Ruby. You weren't at the coop, and I was getting ready to call you at the TV station, and Gretchen comes knocking on the door, and then you bring Ricky in here in tow.
Right, okay.
Ruby, I told you as soon as I could. What are we going to do? I just know something bad's going to happen.
Take it easy, honey. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
All right? How can it be all right? Ruby, they're going to trace Bo's body back here to you and me.
Oh, Lurleen, there is no way they can do that.
They can't?
No. We just have to sit tight and act like everything's natural, that's all, okay? Just try to pretend there's nothing wrong.
Ruby, I don't think I can do that anymore.
Why not, Lurleen? We haven't done anything wrong.
Haven't done anything wrong. We've done everything wrong. We dumped Bo's body all over the creation, and we've been hiding him from the police. We knocked Brett's friend over the head and poured whiskey all over him. I have lied to everybody. I even lied to Miss Kate, who I love more than anybody in this whole world. And now she's got problems because of me. I just can't go on like this, Ruby. I just can't.
Honey, don't do this to yourself, please.
Oh, Ruby, what have we done?
We made a mess out of things.
Well, what are we going to do now?
I don't know.
Oh, Ruby.
I never wanted this to happen, Lurleen. Never. I really didn't. This whole thing is my fault. I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry I got you into this.
Ruby.
You best heed my warning, Ashley. Leave your money invested where it is.
I've told you, Hannibal. I don't care about the money.
I do.
Leave him alone.
Oh. Enjoy it?
Oh, very much.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I forgot my coat.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
You got a
minute.
claim check?
Yeah, you're going to need this right there.
Ready? Don't go away.
Never. Paige. Ashley, do you know who that man is? What man? The man that came out of the room in there. You know, he's the one that bought all those clothes for me. Who is he? Some other time, Paige.
Morning, Ruby.
Morning.
You been up long?
Long enough.
I had a terrible night.
Darn, I've been through this entire paper and there's not one word anywhere about them finding Bo's body.
Oh, Ruby.
Are you all right? Did you burn yourself?
No, but look what I've done.
Oh, it's all right. It's just dime store china. Oh, Lurleen, you got to get a hold of yourself, honey.
I can't. What we did was against the law. And every time the phone rings or the doorbell rings, I just know it's somebody coming to arrest us.
Ashley, I've got the figures on Dallas, Houston, Fort Worth, Abilene, Amarillo. Now all I need is the agency projection for the statewide cost figures. Ashley.
What?
I need the agency projection for the statewide cost figures.
Oh, yeah. I've got that.
Good.
At least I did have it. Karen, when she was typing, I probably gave it to her.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll go get them. Listen, why don't you have another cup of coffee and try to wake up? It's going to be a very long, hard day.
I'm sorry. Paige.
Ashley, do you know who that man is?
What man?
The man that came out of the room in there. You know, he's the one that bought all those clothes for me. Who is he?
Some other time, Paige.
Waking up with you.
Good. I'm glad.
It's always nice to have something beautiful to look at when you open your eyes.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
I want to be everywhere. I only want to be right where I am. Something wrong?
No. Just thinking about the schedules I have to do.
It's not allowed.
Oh, no?
Absolutely not. I refuse to share a bed with a woman who worries about her career.
Oh, you do you?
Mm-hmm. See, I'm very chauvinistic. I require your full attention.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Paige? Paige?
That's funny.
Where do you suppose she is?
I don't know. She's usually here by now.
You don't think anything's happened to her, do you?
No, I just think maybe she overslept or something.
Well, I guess that means we have some more time to spend together, huh?
No, it doesn't. It just means I have twice as much work to do before first customer arrives.
Oh. Well, in that case, how about you have lunch with me?
Ooh, I'd like that.
What time?
Noon. Noon would be okay.
Well, fine, then I'll come pick you up then.
Okay.
Mwah.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Oh, no. Mrs. Levy Hunt is coming at 11 o'clock. Well, Paige did oversleep. I'd better give her a call.
You're really very sweet, you know that, Dad?
What are you trying to do? Ruin my image?
How?
No man likes to be told he's sweet.
especially Texan.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Canfield. It's true.
Mm-hmm. You're all right. If you insist.
I do.
But we'll just keep it our little secret, all right? I'd hate to have the word start getting around.
My lips are sealed. Oh, DJ. Oh, I wish we could just stay here all day.
Now, who says we can't?
Oh, my appointment book.
Now, I told you already, no work today. I'm going to hold you prisoner.
You are. I think I'd like it. Oh, no.
Ignore it.
Oh. Oh. No. Might be something important. Hello?
Hi, Paige, it's Nita.
Oh, hi, Nita.
I'm sorry to disturb you at home.
Oh, no, that's all right. No problem.
Listen, I've got an 11 o'clock appointment with Mrs. Levy Hunt. I thought maybe you'd forgotten.
No, I hadn't forgotten. I just overslept.
Lying, Paige.
I'll be right over, Nita.
Business women shouldn't lie.
Excuse me, Paige?
Oh, well, I said I'll be right over. DJ,
Paige, I'm sorry to disturb you.
Oh, no, that's all right, Nita. I'll be right over, all right? I hope you're satisfied. You really embarrassed her.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you're sorry at all.
You're right.
Oh, TJ. Oh, I have to go to work.
No.
I have to. Yes, I do. No, I have to go to work.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have to. Oh, dear.
Oh, hi, Allison.
Morning, Ryan.
What can I do for you, huh?
Well, will you take a look at this contract? Rena had some doubts about the legal aspects of paragraph 29.
Okay, I'll check it out and then get back to her, all right?
Okay.
By the way, I wanted to thank you again for going all the trouble to bring those papers out to the ranch last night. I'm just sorry that it was so far out of your way.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't mind. It's all part of my job.
Normally, I would have gone back to the office and picked them up, but, well, you know I have things to attend to at the ranch, right?
Yeah. I was wondering if it's all right if I bring Gregory out to the ranch to play with Steven sometime soon.
Sure, as soon as Steve gets back. See, Ginny has decided to take Steve down to visit her folks in Virginia after all.
Oh. Well, just have to wait till they get back then.
Yeah, they're on their way right now. I drove them to the airport this morning.
Oh. Listen, will you take a look at this now? Rena is sort of in a hurry to get it back, and I don't mind waiting.
No, it doesn't look too complicated. Sure. Why don't you have a seat? I'll see what I can do, okay?
You know what your problem is, honey? What? You need something to occupy your time. Occupy my time? What are you talking about?
Well, Lurleen,
You and Bo have thoroughly occupied my time for the last 3 weeks.
Well, Lurleen, I
haven't had a minute's quiet since this whole awful thing began. What with dumping bodies and trunks and hitting people over the head.
There's no reason to get yourself all worked up like
I am
that.
not worked up. I'm wrung out. I'm so tired of being scared and looking over my shoulder.
Lurleen, I'm so sorry I dragged you into this whole thing.
Oh. You didn't do it on purpose. You know what I think you need? I think you need to do something real positive. Something to get your mind off all this. Like, maybe think about Ricky's record. Oh, Ruby, don't think so. I don't think I could concentrate on anything like that right now. Well, then why don't you try something real physical? You could put up the shelf paper in the kitchen, or maybe paint the bathroom. Hey, now, that's an idea. What? I'd rather not say. I think I'll surprise you.
Okay, just don't make it too much of a surprise.
I won't. But I'm gonna need some cash.
Oh, sure. Let's see. 50 enough?
Oh, goodness, yes. I'll pay you back as soon as I get to the bank.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're partners. That's what friends are for. There you go.
Ruby?
Yeah?
You really think we ought to keep this?
I don't know. Somebody could have known that Bo had it. I'll think about it later.
Okay, whatever you think. You thinking about going anywhere today?
Yeah, but not for the next hour or so.
Then you won't mind if I use the truck?
No, go ahead. Just don't keep it all day, huh?
I won't.
Would you please tell Rena to go ahead and execute the contract, and also tell her not to worry about paragraph 29. The only way that can be enforced would be if the property was destroyed through an act of God, and, well, given the location of the tract, I just don't think that's going to be possible.
That's what I thought when I looked at it.
Well, you did, huh? You mean Stryker and I have some competition? Are you an armchair lawyer?
No, I just like to read all the contracts. I think it's the best way to learn.
You're really serious about the oil business, aren't you?
I never do anything unless I'm serious about it.
I'm going to be honest with you. When Rena first told me that she offered you the job, I had quite a few reservations. But now I'm beginning to change my mind. In fact, I think you're going to be a real asset to World Oil.
I'm going to do my best.
Also, that was quite a deal you managed to negotiate with Mrs. Oster. Everybody around here is real impressed.
That's only the beginning. I have several other projects I'm working on, but I'm not quite sure how to pull them off.
Okay, I'm sure Rena will be able to advise you on all of them.
Yeah, well, I was going to talk to her about them, but some of them are pretty complicated, legally, I mean. And I was wondering if you'd mind if I drop in every now and then to kind of pick your brain.
No, not at all. I'd be glad to help you any way I can. Would you mind filling me in on what some of these ideas are?
No, I don't really want to discuss them quite yet. You know, I want to wait till I've really thought them through.
Okay, I understand. But as soon as you're ready, let me know, all right?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you for taking me so seriously.
Well, under the circumstances, I'd be pretty dumb if I didn't, wouldn't I?
Well, I'm going to get these back to Rena.
Okay, thanks again. See ya.
Bye.
Who is it? Who's there? Look, being neighborly is one thing, but I'm getting real sick of you coming over here every fight. Oh, hello, Mrs. Marshall. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
How could you?
Come on in.
Thank you.
I'm really sorry, Mrs. Marshall. I thought it was that busybody from next door.
Oh, you mean that nice young woman that was here at the housewarming?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call Gretchen nice.
Well, she seemed very pleasant to me.
Well, some people can seem pleasant in the short haul and they get a little wearing in the long run. You should have hollered or something. I would have let you in. I wouldn't have made you wait.
Where's Lurleen?
Out.
Out where?
Oh, well, I don't know. She didn't really tell me where she was going.
Well, do you know when she will be back? When do you expect her?
I don't really expect her at all. I'm getting ready to go to the coop.
Oh, I see. Well, will you please tell her that I dropped by?
Sure. Of course, I'd be happy to. Mrs. Marshall?
Yes?
I don't suppose there's any way that you and me could become friends, is there?
seems unlikely.
That's what I thought. It's too bad, seeing as how we're both so fond of Lurleen.
Oh, I'm not sure that we both have Lurleen's best interests at heart.
I told you once before I'll take real good care of Lurleen.
Yes, and I warned you what would happen if you didn't.
Mrs. Marshall, I would never do anything to hurt her. I like Lurleen. I like her a lot. I just wish you'd believe me.
I hear you, Ruby. I just wish I could believe you, too.
Karen? Yes. Yes, I did. Send him right in. Billy Joe! And how is my favorite spokesman this afternoon?
I'm okay, Justin. I got a message over to the studio. You want to see me?
Yes, I did. I'm so happy that you could make it so soon. Billy Joe, I have some wonderful news for you.
Justin, what wonderful news are you talking about?
Expansion, Billy Joe, expansion. Ace High is putting out a whole new line of fuel additives.
Well, I know that. We talked about that last week.
Yes, but my plans have changed drastically since then. When I talked to you then, I was talking about a set of products that we were aiming for several of the major markets here in the Southwest.
And now?
And now we're aiming for something a little higher.
How much higher?
National distribution, Billy Joe. Our additive is going national.
Well, Justin, I'm very glad for you. I just don't see how it concerns me.
Of course it concerns you. We go national, you go national.
What are you talking about?
Billy Joe. Billy Joe, you're our spokesman. When we go out over this great land of ours selling our additive, we want you there with us, smiling, shaking hands, plugging away.
No, I'm not. Now, Justin, I told you I don't want to travel. I told you this last time. I don't want to leave my family.
No, don't be hasty, Billy Joe. I think maybe you should have a little talk with Ruby, give it a little thought.
No, look, I've given all thought I'm going to give it now, Justin. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm your Texas spokesman. Now, you've got more than your money's worth out of me. Now, if you want a national spokesman, you go find somebody else.
I don't want anybody else. I want Billy Joe right. I intend to get him.
No, you can't get him.
Oh, yes, I can. Unless you plan on giving up that big fat salary I pay you, and I don't think you're going to do that.
No use threatening me, Justin. You can't cut off my salary. We got a contract.
Yes, we do have a contract. I suggest you take a good, hard look at it. And you'll see that you agreed to be the Ace High spokesman, not the Texas spokesman, not the Houston spokesman, but the Ace High spokesman. And that means that anywhere Justin Marshall wants to market his products, you have to sell them.
You can't do that. You can't make me do something I don't want to do.
If you have any doubt as to what I can do, I suggest that you and Ruby talk to my lawyer, T.J. Canfield. He will tell you about facts of life. Right now, I'm a very busy man. I think it's time for you to leave. I have a very big meeting here in about 15 minutes with an advertising firm. We have to plan your national campaign, Billy Joe.
No, unfortunately, I missed her.
Ah, that's too bad.
Well, it was my fault. I should have called first.
Are you going to go back out to the ranch?
Well, I should, but honestly, Ryan, I don't feel like going out there yet. You know, it's so lonely now with Steve and Jenny gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I dropped them off at the airport a few hours ago, and I miss them already.
So do I. You know, I thought maybe I'd stay in town and shop this afternoon.
Listen, do you have any plans for lunch?
No, I haven't.
Well, you do now. Why don't you join me at the top of the World Club? We can keep each other company, okay?
Thank you, Ryan. I'd like that very much.
Okay, I'll meet you in a half a minute.
I love their double chocolate fudge cake.
Matter of fact, I think you like chocolate in any form.
Oh, it's so true. I have the worst sweet tooth. And Hilda used to get on me all the time about it. She was afraid I'd get fat.
Well, at the moment, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Thank you, Justin.
For what?
For taking me to lunch. And for being so understanding about Mrs. Oster.
Well, I don't think understanding is the right word. I'll just never know why you let Rena get her hands on all those oil leases. I just want you to know that there are no hard feelings.
Glad. I wish I could explain
Well,
to
don't
you.
try. We'll just set this down as a misunderstanding and let it go at that.
I think that's the best thing to do under the circumstances.
Well, the most important thing is to make sure that it never happens again. The next time you come upon some oil leases, just remember, bring them to me, not to Rena.
Ashley?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't see you come in, honey.
No, you didn't. I guess I'm just a little on edge today.
Yeah, I thought you might be. That's why I dropped by.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, you were so abrupt last night when I saw you at the top of the World Club. Ashley, who's that man you were with?
Hold on a minute. I'm coming. Zoe. Who is it?
It's me, Lily, Billy Joe.
Hi, Billy John. I'm sorry it took so long. I kind of had an accident.
Oh, hey, you didn't cut yourself, did you?
Oh, no, it's just paint. I'm painting this little table. Come on in. What can I do for you?
Nothing, Lurleen. I got to see Ruby.
Oh, well, she's not here, but I don't think she could have gone far. I had the truck. Is something wrong?
Yeah, there's a whole lot wrong.
Well, is there anything I can do?
No. It's trouble with Justin Marshall and that contract of his. The only person who can do anything about it is Ruby. And she's got to start doing something real quick.
Justin, there's something I didn't understand about those oil leases that Rena got from Mrs. Oster.
Oh.
Now, 4 of the designated land areas were in Oklahoma. Rena said that the Texas Railroad Commission didn't have to verify...
Allison is all the same to you. I'd rather not talk about the Oster leases. It's all right.
Oh, well, sure.
Yeah, well, there's no point in spoiling a perfectly delicious lunch. Anyway, I'm sharing my table with an unbelievably beautiful young woman. I'd like to know about you.
Well, there's not much to know about.
Well, have you stopped in to see my sister lately?
No. Last time I saw Paige was when I bought that dress for my birthday. What is it?
Surprised to see my grandmother in Houston this time of day.
Oh. Well, she probably came in when Ginny and Steve took off at the airport.
Took off where?
Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah. Ginny took Steve with her. They decided, it would be a good idea to get Steve away from the ranch for a little while. They went to see her parents.
Get Steve away from the ranch for a little while. Isn't that interesting? Listen, would you do me a favor, please? I have a client to meet in the bar in a few minutes. And these papers, I have to get TJ. He has to see them. Could you do me a favor and run them back to the office for me? Thank you so much, darling. Here, let me help you with your coat.
Thank you so much, George.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime. Here you are. Very nice of you to do that for me.
Oh, and thanks for the double chocolate fudge cake.
Bye.
The man's name is, Hannibal.
And who is he?
Well, he was a friend of my Aunt Hildy's. Man of great power and wealth.
Well, I know that. He was the one that spent all that money at my showing. You remember I told you about it. That was that day that you had to leave early.
That's right. Actually, that's the reason that I had to leave early. Do you want some water?
No, thank you. I don't understand.
Well, you see, it's better that Hannibal and I aren't seen together in public.
Why?
He's handling some investments for me, in secret.
Why? Is there something that he's doing that's illegal?
Oh, no. No, of course not. It's just that Hannibal wields a lot of power in international financial circles. And if it were to get out that he were investing for the wife of the president of Marshall Oil, you see, it could mess up the energy market. And he's only doing it because he's a friend of my Aunt Hildy's, and he's sworn me to secrecy.
Ooh, I see.
So, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mention this to anyone.
Oh, of course not. What about Justin? Does he know?
No. It's not time yet, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention it to him either.
Of course, Ashley. Got my word.
Of our lives, Lee's shocking secret is out.
Renee is not my little sister. She's my daughter.
And Tony becomes suspicious.
Why do I have this feeling that you are keeping something to yourself?
Has Lee's special life with Stefano come to an end?
It's Anthony.
This week on Days of Our Lives.
Hello, Ryan. Don't get up. Hello, Grandma. What brings you to Houston?
I'm visiting friends.
Oh, why don't you stop by the office and say hello to Ashley while you're here?
I doubt if I'll have time.
Oh, that's a pity. I'm sure she'd like to see you. Ryan, I hear that Jenny has taken Steve to Virginia to visit her parents.
That's right. They're going to be away for a week or two.
I also hear that you think it's a good idea to keep Stephen away from the ranch for a while.
Yeah, you might put it that way.
Is he all right?
Uh-huh.
So, what exactly is this all about? Steve leaving the ranch, I mean.
Justin, I don't understand your concern for Steve.
Grandma, Steve's my nephew. I'm very fond of him.
Oh, yes, so you said. When I bought your shares of the ranch in order to make a secure home for Steve. And you held me up for $5 million, Justin.
Apparently the ranch isn't the best place for Stephen to be if you have to keep him away from it. If Stephen is going to be living in Virginia, why don't you consider selling the ranch back to me, Grandma?
Steve is only visiting in Virginia.
I can make you a very good deal, $2 million.
Well, Justin, why don't you go back to your office and negotiate another oil lease, huh?
Oh, I'd like that. You don't happen to know of any just floating around, do you?
No, but you might ask Allison. She really keeps her ear to the ground lately.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. You keep my offer in mind, Grandma. I'd certainly like to add the ranch to my list of assets.
Justin, I am not interested in your offer.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Grandma. Next time you're in town, just call up Ashley. We'll arrange for a nice family luncheon together. Bye.
Billy Joe, I said I would talk to Justin, and I will.
I don't think talking's gonna do much good.
We have a contract with him, Billy Joe. He's got to abide by it, same as we do.
From what Justin says, it sounds like that contract's all in his favor.
No, it's not. Look at all the money you're making.
Look at the time I'm putting in to make it. Ruby, those guys at Ace High run me ragged.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I haven't been on top of things lately.
No, you haven't. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you that much for the past 2 weeks.
Well, I've been busy with other things, you know, moving and everything. It's okay. It's all over now. I'm going to start working real hard. I don't like to see my clients taken advantage of.
Ruby, I know I shouldn't let these things get to me, but you just got to realize how things are happening in my life right now.
You don't have to explain, Billy Joe. If you don't want to make money, that's your privilege.
It's not making the money, it's needing Billy Joe Jr. Now that I got my family back together, I want some time to spend with them.
I understand. I do. I'll talk to Justin. I'll see what I can work out, okay?
If he gets his way, Ruby, he's going to have me spend the rest of my life shaking hands and waving at people and traveling all around this crazy world.
Could be worse.
I don't see how.
You could still be in Waco. Nita could have said no and refused to marry you again. Or you could be like a lot of other people in these times and have no job at all.
I guess you're right.
I am right. Gotta look on the bright side.
Well, it isn't so easy all the time.
Don't you worry about a thing, darling. I'm going to take good care of you from now on. We're going down this long road together, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to fill in all the bumps and the potholes.
Yeah, well, don't worry about the potholes. Just talk to Justin for me.
I will. I promise. I'll work it out.
That's right.
You're welcome.
Say goodbye to little Lee for me. Huh?
I will. Bye, honey. Billy Joe gone? Yeah. Sometimes he is such a pest. Well, I think he's right. I mean, he and Nita just got back together again. I think they need to spend some more time together. Yeah, I guess so. What is all this? What are you doing here? Oh, well, this is my surprise. I saw this table at the little unfinished furniture store down the street. I thought it was so cute. Yeah. Oh. It's going to look real nice in my bedroom once it's painted. What on earth is that? Oh, well, that's an Indian puzzle of bows. I dropped it in the paint. Why? Well, I didn't mean to. I mean, it was an accident. Well, don't worry about it. It's okay. Ruby? What, huh? Come here and look at this. What? Well, this puzzle makes really interesting little designs. Huh. What? Yeah. I guess it does if you're into that kind of thing. I think it's real pretty. You know, I have half a mind to get some more of this canvas and work this design out for real. I might even frame it.
Hi, Nita. Oh, Paige. Do you know who Roger Benton is?
Why?
Well, he just called, said he'd be running late for his appointment.
Oh, that's okay. No problem.
I know, but his name isn't in the appointment book.
Well, that's probably because I didn't put it there.
Why not?
Because I guess I should have told you about this earlier, Nita, but,
What?
well, I just didn't want to get your hopes up, you know?
What?
Roger Benton is president of Benton Company. And, we are meeting today to talk about the possibility of his manufacturing some of your designs. Nita, this is Roger Benton. Roger, this is our star designer, Nita Wright.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I can't tell you how pleased I was with your designs.
Ah, well, where did you see them?
Oh, a guy named Roger Simmons of Swannier magazine showed me a photograph of your initial design. Well, he was so high on you, I decided to call Paige, see if I could look at some of your other designs.
Oh, Paige, you didn't tell me you did that.
Well, I wanted to keep it a surprise.
Look, to be perfectly frank, Roger Simmons' article in this magazine about your recent showing caused quite a stir. Everybody in the industry is talking about Nita's.
Well, I think it's high time that you saw more of her designs, Roger. I have her portfolio in the back room. Nita, would you like to join us?
Oh, I'd love to, but, listen, can you give me just a minute? My husband's supposed to stop by, take me out to lunch. Why don't I just, give him a call and tell him I'm tied up?
We can do this some other time if you...
No, it's no problem. This is a very important meeting. If the two of you just go back into the office, I will be with you in just a minute. Sure.
Roger, let me talk to you.
I hope Billy Joe understands.
I'm glad I got you in.
Good.
Justin wanted me to give you these.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's odd.
Something wrong?
Well, I've already seen these. I wonder why Justin would send you over here with them.
I think it's Justin's subtle way of getting rid of me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I would think that he'd be wanting to latch on to you. I heard about the little coup that you pulled off over at World Oil the other day. Congratulations.
Thank you. Glad you don't seem to resent it like, Ashley and some of the other people over here.
I'd rather that you had brought the leases to me first.
Well, I do work for World Oil. That's where my loyalties are. I'm sure that you felt the same way when you worked there, huh? It must be uncomfortable sometimes knowing that you're working for Ashley.
I don't work for Ashley. I work for Marshall Oil.
Same thing.
Why would working for Ashley make me uncomfortable?
Well, I remember you from Savannah. You were more than good friends. You were close. You were real close.
I think that closeness was mostly in your imagination.
Perhaps. Well, I've got to get back to World Oil.
Right. After all, we are in competitive fields where every moment counts.
Yeah.
Good luck, Allison.
Thank you, TJ.
Oh, honey, I was trying to reach you at the studio, but they said you weren't there.
I know, I've been on the move all day. You ready for lunch?
No, honey, I have to cancel because, well, Paige arranged for this big national clothing manufacturer to meet with me, Roger Benton, and he's planning on manufacturing some of my designs.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, yeah, but can't you meet him after lunch?
No, Paige and him are waiting back in the office right now.
Oh.
Oh, honey, you're not upset, are you?
Oh, no, I'm not upset. Well, yes, I am, but not because of this. I've just had a lousy day today, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, this is real important to me.
Oh, I know. That sure it is, hon.
I hope you understand.
Well, of course I do. You go ahead in there and have your meeting, and we can have lunch any old time.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
Mr. Hannibal, I've located Rehnquist. He's in jail.
Where? Right here in Houston. He was arrested for public drunkenness and possession of a lethal weapon.
What happened to your contacts, Adams? If he's arrested locally, you should have known about it at once. Well, I would have, but Rehnquist refused to give his name. The police still haven't identified him. I see. That's very interesting.
What do you want to do next? Should I intervene, or do you want to leave him where he is?
Well, he isn't doing us any good in jail. Get him out.
Yes, sir.
Adams, don't lose him again. I want that fire compass, and Miles Rehnquist is the only one that can lead us to it.
You know one thing I can't figure out about all this? What? Whatever happened to that guy we dumped in the alley? Did you have to mention that? Seems to me if he was so anxious to find Bo, he should have been back here by now. After the way we treated him? I'm afraid I killed him when I hit him over the head.
Oh, you didn't kill him, honey. You just knocked him out cold.
Ruby, what if he has amnesia? What if he's wandering around somewhere wondering who he is?
I don't think that's very likely. We probably just knocked some sense into him and he decided to forget the whole thing.
Oh, I hope you're right.
How's your artwork coming?
Well. You have to be real careful not to press down too hard or it smudges, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. Isn't it pretty? Look.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think it looks like snowflakes or something.
Well, what are you planning on doing with it?
Oh, well, if I was real patient, I could print up enough cloth to make a set of drapes. But first, I'd like to get one perfect print without any smudges. Then I'm going to take it to that shop in the mall and have them frame it. I think it'd look real interesting in our living room.
Let's see, we got 1 case of scotch, 2 cases of bourbon, and
Well, look who's back.
Will you be dining alone this evening, Mr. Hannigan?
Yes, Ricardo. Very well, sir. I will be joined later by a young lady. Do show her in when she arrives.
Yes, sir.
Now, you see how low it is to the ground?
Yeah?
That's so it will remain stable at high speeds. See the curved edges?
This?
Yeah. The air moves easily over the car. There's no drag. It won't hold it back. See?
Hey, it might work.
What do you mean it might work? Of course it works. How do you think I won all those races? To prove it, I think it'd be a good idea to see it in action.
A real race?
Yeah, what about you and me? We go to the track this weekend, huh?
Oh, Marcia, you're the greatest.
Justin,
Yeah, darling?
I see that you have an appointment tonight.
Oh. Do you mind if we have a late dinner tonight, darling?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, it works out just fine. Remember I told you I had to go to the hairdresser's tonight?
Oh, yeah. What are you going to have done?
Oh, be a surprise.
Surprise. I'm surprised. Well, as long as we're going to have a late dinner, how about we go down to the ice cream parlor and we have something to sort of tide us over. How would you like that?
Hot fudge sundae?
Hot fudge sundae.
All right, you're on. Let's go. Ashley, aren't you coming?
No, baby, not this time. You go on, have a good time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
You got him, you guys.
One gob.
Darlene, are you there?
Oh.
Darlene?
Oh, I'm here, Miss Kate. I'm here.
Oh, you had me worried. I didn't know. What, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. The phone just slipped out of my hand, that's all.
Oh.
You said you found a body on the Old Pikes Road?
That's right. Steve found it.
Oh.
Lurleen, are you sure everything's all right there? There's
Nothing wrong?
Oh, yes, this body, did you recognize it?
Oh. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen, Lurleen. It was so strange.
But do you know who it was?
I don't think they'll ever know who it is. It didn't even look human. Lurleen, honey, listen, you really mustn't say anything about this. The sheriff doesn't want the word to get out now.
The sheriff?
Only...
Lurleen! Lurleen, are you sure there's nothing wrong there?
No. Yes, I'm certain, Miss Kate.
Oh, all right, honey. I've got to go now. Oh, Lurleen, remember, don't say anything about this. You see, we don't want a lot of reporters running all over the place now. Well, I'll call you later, honey. Goodbye.
Reporters. The sheriff. Oh, no. Ruby.